Good morning to everyone. In the last lecture, we had discussed about the exercise number 2.2 of chapter Linear Equations. We had studied the theory of expression, linear equation, a variable, a solution of that variable, and left hand side and right hand side of the equation. And then we had solved some linear equations. That means the solution is the finding the value of unknown thing or variable. Then in the last lecture we had discussed about some practical applications of the linear equations. In exercise 2.2 we had completed 5 sums. Now from 6th numerical three consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? In the last lecture, I have given you 4 numericals in homework. So, this is also quite simple to solve. The addition of 3 consecutive integers. We had learnt the consecutive numbers. What are the consecutive numbers? 1, 2, 3. These all are consecutive numbers. That means the continuous numbers that are called consecutive numbers. Here the question is consecutive integers. Then integers number are also negative, 0 as well as positive. The addition of that 3 numbers is 51. So let me consider the starting integer is x. So the addition of that 3, that is 51. What is that? Suppose x plus, what is the next integer? That is x plus 1. As we know, the consecutive integer, that means the next integer is x plus 1. And the next integer is x plus 2. So there are 3 consecutive integers and addition of these 3 is 51. Now it is so simple to solve. Clear? So by adding this and by solving this equation we get the solution, and first consecutive integer we will get like 3x, x plus x is 3x, and addition 2 plus 1 is 3 equals to 51. So by subtracting 3 on both sides, 51 minus 3, here is 3x, so x equals to 48. Now by dividing 3 on both sides we get this 16 3s are 48. So first integer is 16. So consecutive integers are 16, 17 and 18. Clear? Next, question number 7. Question number 7 is the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 88. Multiples of 8 are separated by distance 8. Like the multiples of 8 are 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32, and so on. Clear? So here all are separated by distance 8. So consecutive 3 multiples of 8 is, suppose first multiple of 8 is x. Suppose it is x. Then what is next multiple of 8? We have to write x plus 8, because all are separated by distance 8. See here. So let me add 8 to get next consecutive multiple of 8. Then we have to add again 8 in this. That means x plus 8 plus 8. That means 16. Clear? So this is the third consecutive multiple of 8. And addition of this is 888. Clear? So this is also an equation. By solving this, we get the answer. Now let me move on. 8th numerical. 3 consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiply by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. So let me consider the first integer is x. Suppose the first integer is x. So these are in a manner, certain manner, and all are in increasing order. So what is the next? All are consecutive. So we have to consider. So first is x. What is the next? X plus 1. What is the next? Again x plus 1 plus 1, that is plus 2. So these are the 3 consecutive integers. First is started from x. We don't know what is the started integer. And these all integers are multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So let us multiply by 2 here. Let us multiply 3 here with the second integer, and let us multiply by 4 with the third multiple, with the third integer. And the addition is added up to 74. That means addition of these 3 is 74. Now can you solve this? This is a simple equation. Here is 2x plus 3x plus 3 plus 4x plus 4 to the 8 equals to 74. Now here we have studied the distribution of multiplication over addition. We are opening this bracket by using this property of rational number. We have studied in chapter 1, distribution of multiplication over addition. So here we are multiplying 4 with the first, that is 4x plus 4 multiplied by second number, that is 8. Clear? So we are doing in all things. Now this is simple equation. We can solve it. 2x plus 3x, 5x plus 4x, that is 9x. 3 plus 8, that is 11, equals to 74. So let me subtract 11 on both sides. 9x equals to 74 minus 11, and let me divide by 9 on both sides. 74 minus 11 is 63, and this is divided by 9. That means we are dividing by 9 on both side. Answer is 7. 9 sevens are 63. So the first integer is suppose x, then it is 7. Then what is asking? These three consecutive integers are in this manner. So what is the next integer? So integers are 7, 8 and 9. These all are consecutive integers. Clear? So you have to write the solution of such type of problems in this manner. You have to first guess the integer as one variable, then you have to make a relationship in form of an equation by using the sentences given in the problem, and then by solving this we get the value of that variable, and by getting that answer we can say that the solution are in this manner. Clear? So this is the perfect method to write the perfect answer of the given equation. Now question number 9, the last question of your homework. Ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio of 5:7. So suppose we have studied this in detail, Rahul and Harun. So we are denoting Rahul as R in short and Harun as H in short. So the ratio of both ages is 5:7. That means I have to write here 5/7. We don't know what is exact age of Rahul as well as exact age of Harun. So we are considering that suppose Rahul's age is 5x and Harun's age is 7x. We have to consider these things. Suppose then what is given next? 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. That means after 4 years, the sum of these two ages is 56. So after 4 years means we have to add 4 year in the present age in both. 5x plus 4 is the next age after 4 year, and 7x plus 4. Clear? 5x plus 4 is the next age of Rahul's age, and 7x plus 4 is the next age of Harun's age. And the addition is 56 years. Now we get a simple equation. You can solve it very easy way. Clear? So you can solve this like 5x plus 7x is 12x plus 4 plus 4 8 equals to 56. So x 12x equals to 56 minus 8. We are subtracting 8 on both sides. 58 minus 8 is 50 divided by here is 12. So we get here 12 in denominator. So what is the simplification? X equals to 25 to the 50 and 6 to the 12. So the value of x is 25 by 6. Can you solve further? No, there is no simplification. So x equals to 25 by 6. Now what is the Rahul's present age? What are their present ages? This is our question. So Rahul's present age equals to 5x. 5x. That means 5 multiplied by, what is x? Here is 25 by 6. Now, what is this simplification? 25 by 6. 25 5s are 125 divided by 6. What is the simplification? 956 as is 56. Okay. So 6 2s are 12 and then 20.8. So the Rahul's present age is 20.8. years. Clear? 20.8 years. And similar way, we can find Harun's present age equals to 7x. Here 7 multiplied by 25 by 6. What is this simplification? 25 7s are 175 divided by 6. Do this. 175 divided by, let us do this. That here 175 divided by 6. One 29.1 year. Clear? But let we neglect the fraction part, then we get here is 20 years and here is 29 years. Clear? This is 29. So let we left this fraction digit. So our exact answer is 20 years. And here exact answer is 29 years. Clear? So we get the Rahul's age is 20 years and Harun's age is 29 years. Now let we move ahead on question number 10. The number of boys and girls in the class are in the ratio of 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. What is the total class strength? This is also simple question. Similar to this, we can solve this very easily. Let I explain you how we get the equation from this problem. The number of boys and girls in the class in the ratio of 7:5. So we have to guess this. Suppose boys are, according to this ratio, is 7x and girls are 5x. Clear? the number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. Understand this sentence. Who are more? Who are more? Number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. So here, let us take the number of boys are 7x and number of girls are 5x. Clear? Now I want to make an equation. So I have to put here sign equals to. What this indicate? Equals to sign indicates there are equal number in both sides. Clear? According to question, there are 8 more boys than girls. That means the number of boys are 8 more. So how can we equate these two? If I add here 8, it means if I add 8 in the girls number, then the number of boys is equals to number of girls. Is it clear? How can we equate these two? Here number of boys are 7x, number of girls are 5x. Now number of boys are 8 more. There are 8 more boys. Then I have to add 8 also in right side. Then we can make it equal in both sides. Hence I am adding 8 in girls number to make both equal. Clear? This is similar to the weighing machine which you had discussed, which we had discussed in the first lecture, that how can we make the pointer of the weighing machine at center by adding equal weights in both sides. One side is a weight which is of punched on iron or any weight, and second bowl contains some vegetables or some food or something. Clear? So we have to add equally in weight on both sides to make the pointer at center. Similarly, here we are adding 8 in girls side to make both equal. Clear? Here 8 is already available more, so I have to add at here. Now this is an equation. It is so simple to get the value of x. By finding the value of x, we can find the number of boys and number of girls in simple way. Here 7x, let me subtract 5x on both sides. 7x minus 5x equals to, here 8 is alone because plus 5x minus 5x gives 0. Here is 2x equals to 8, so x equals to, now let me divide on both sides by 2, we get x equals to 4. So number of boys are 7x, that means 7 multiplied by 4. 7 4s are 28. So number of boys are 28 and number of girls are 5x. So 5 multiplied by 4, that is 20. Now verify these numbers. Verify these two numbers. Here already boys are 8 more than number of girls. Boys are 8 more than number of girls. So we are taking this way. Now take this again. Here number of boys are suppose 28 and here number of girls are 20. The question is, there are 8 more boys than number of girls. Then how can we equate these two? By adding 8 in this side, then here is 28 and here is became also 28. Hence, I am adding 8 in girls side. Clear? Now, question number 11. Bharat's father is 26 years younger than Bharat's grandfather and 29 years older than Bharat. So, how can we solve this? We had solved some problems in example. Such kind of problems are solved in example. So, which age we should guess? Here, we should guess the age of Bharat because both ages are given with respect to Bharat's age. Clear? Both ages, Bharat's father age and Bharat's grandfather age, both are given with compared to Bharat's age. So let me compare or let me guess that suppose Bharat's age is X years. Now, Bharat's father is 26 years younger than Bharat's grandfather. So, we have to find first what is Bharat's father age and 29 years older than Bharat. So, next sentence gives the relationship between Bharat's age and Bharat's father age. So, Bharat's father age is 29 years older than Bharat. So, what is Bharat's father age? For Bharat's father age is 29 years older. That means X plus 29 years. Bharat's father age is X plus 29 years. Then, now again read the first sentence. Bharat's father is 26 years younger than Bharat's grandfather. Now, what is the Bharat's grandfather age? Now, say Bharat's father is 26 years younger. 26 year younger. This is younger by 26 years. That means grandfather is 26 year older than Bharat's father. 26 year older. Clear? So I have to add here X plus 29. This is Bharat's father age. And Bharat's grandfather is 26 year older than Bharat's father. But the given relationship is opposite to that. Bharat's father is 26 year younger. That says that Bharat's grandfather is 26 year older. Clear? So X plus 29 plus 26 is the Bharat's grandfather age. Now finish. Now it is so simple to solve. This is more or quite tough to simplify. Clear? So now is easy to solve Bharat's, to find Bharat's age, to find Bharat's father age, and then Bharat's grandfather age. The sum of the ages of all three is 135 years. Clear? That means the sum of these three is 135. Now it is so simple equation. How can we solve? X plus 29 plus x plus 29 plus 26. Got it? Let us remove this bracket, and total is 135. Is it clear? The addition of these three, Bharat's age, Bharat's father age, Bharat's grandfather age, that is 135. Now x plus x plus x gives 3x plus 29 plus 29, 58 plus 26, 84. Clear? Equals to 135. Now 135, let me subtract 84 on both side, and then x equals to the subtraction, let me divide 3 on both side. So 135 minus 84, 51. Clear? Now x is 17 years. So what is the answer? What is the Bharat's age? Bharat's age is equals to x equals to 17 years. What is Bharat's father's age? What is Bharat's father age? That is x plus 29. That is x plus, 17 plus 29. What is this addition? 46 years. And Bharat's grandfather age is x plus 29 plus 26. What is x here? 17 plus 29 plus 26. Or simple way, 17 plus 29 is 46 plus 26. So do this addition simple way. 72 years. So these are the answers of this problem. 17, 46 and 72 years. Clear? So this is the full problem of question number 11. You have to understand about this. Clear? Then question number 12. Let I give you some homework. Question number 12, 13 and 14. Do that by yourself. Question number 12, 13 and 14 in your homework. And if you have some doubt, then we will solve it in next lecture. So today we have discussed about some problems on age, on consecutive integer numbers, and some number of boys and girls. Such type of problems all are practical problems. We can find the value of unknown things if we know the relationship among them. We know the relationship among the father's age, grandfather's age and the Bharat's age. Then we can find what is the actual ages of these three. Clear? So we can solve the practical problems using linear equation. That is the practical application of the given topic. So we will do more practical problems in next lecture. Till that time, thank you.